Friends and family are heartbroken after a horrific crash killed 3 people in South Philadelphia.
We first told you about this story yesterday morning. 2 of the victims were mummers. Eyewitness News reporter Jan Carabeo is live outside the South Philadelphia String Band Clubhouse. Jan, good morning.
Rahel and Jim, good morning. What is typically one of the best days of the entire year for the mummers quickly turned into one of the worst days yesterday. This entire community is grieving today. 2 out of the 3 people who died in that horrific crash yesterday were members of the South Philadelphia String Band, and you can see out here this morning that some of their props are still outside. On the other side of the building, however, a new addition, black bunting, to mark this terrible loss. It's the sign of immeasurable loss for the South Philadelphia String Band. Black bunting to honor the death of 2 of its members, killed in a car crash just hours after the mummers' parade and celebrations had wrapped up for yet another year. And to make matters worse, if it can get worse, one of these mummers had just gotten engaged to be married, and his new fiancée also died in the crash. The victims have now been identified as Joseph Ferry of South Philly, his fiancée Kelly Wisely, and Dennis Palandro of Morton. They were all killed after this white car crossed over the center lines and hit their SUV head-on yesterday morning at 7th and Packer. Another woman in the vehicle, Dennis Palandro's wife, was the only survivor. Eyewitnesses tell police the man behind the wheel of the white car, 29-year-old Keith Campbell of Bear, Delaware, was driving erratically. He had been stabbed between 15 and 20 times, police say possibly by his own hand. Eyewitness News spoke with friends of the victims. Janice Bernstock worked with Joseph Ferry at Settle Down Philadelphia, a realty office in Center City, and she remembers how he would often talk about his girlfriend and how he planned to propose.
I'm sure I'm not the only one, but he told me he bought a ring and he's like, man, I got to sell some houses. I just spent all this money on a ring. And he was so in love with her, but he played the cool guy. They had their whole life ahead of them, and I'm going to miss him.
Now, we're told that couple got engaged over Christmas, and over the past week they had already set a date, and this week they were supposed to start looking for venues. As far as the woman who survived the crash, we are told she is expected to recover. So is the person driving that car that crossed the center lanes, and we're told he will face a number of charges, a list of charges that could grow as this investigation continues. We're live in South Philadelphia. Jan Carabeo, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Jim Rahel, back into you.
All right, Jan, thank you.